guys, so just off to go and wash the car. Haven't washed it in about 4 months, something like that. And I hand washed it at home back then. Was going to go to the camera today. I was actually going to fly the drone as well, but weather is rubbish. It's dull, boring. So good time to wash the car, really. It's one of those moments. I've got a spare hour or so to go, so I thought I'll go for a drive. And there's a pressure wash place down there. I know a lot of people go, oh, you shouldn't pressure wash your car or use the brush or anything like that. I'm not that worried. The car's 9 years old now. It's alright. It's got a few scuffs and scratches on it anyway. So it's alright. But yeah, so it needs a good old clean. I mean, this is one of the whitest cars like I've ever seen, and when it's sunny you can't even look at it. So you know, and it's not actually that well. It doesn't look that bad when you stand back from it. When you actually stand relatively close, you suddenly realise actually that's pretty grim. Covered in sort of just road grime, and for a while actually, before it rained the other day, it was covered in like sandy stuff. So I guess it was just been a lot of sand up in the air, or grit or whatever. So that's all now being washed off by the rain. So that's not a bad thing. So you know, that's not too bad. So it shouldn't come up too badly. Some of the paintwork needs attention anyway, which I think I'll get done next year. Take it back to sort of really nice, fresh look. Half thinking about wrapping it. Don't know though. Not a different colour, just maybe just a nice white, but I don't know. It's the wrap. I mean, the wrap's going to protect the paint, but I don't know if it's really going to be a worthwhile thing. Yeah, don't know. Anyway, we are just going to the car wash place. It's quite a good one because it's one where you can just chuck a couple of quid in and it gives you a certain amount of time, and you can change between different brushes and the pressure and stuff as you want, rather than doing it automated. I've still got no ABS and things, so I've still got to use the old handbrake pull away situation. It doesn't put your brakes on for you. No real drama at all, but you so get used to it, the car just rolls back where it used to hold itself. So, anyway. Here we are. Hopefully it's working. Oh, fuck's sake, seriously? Can't get in anywhere because there's a dickhead here and a... I can squeeze through there. We are here. So, right, let's go and have a wash. Ten minutes, that sounds like a good one. Right, so as you can see, lots of bugs everywhere. Not ideal. How do people manage to get the pipes in such a ridiculous manner? That's what I don't get. Alright, I know people are going to slag me off about this, but the car is coated. I know it's probably got scratches on it anyway. It does need some attention, but at least it's clean. Let's just soap it up a little bit. My nice new mirror. Oh yeah, the grime. Yummy. If anybody's wondering where the badge went, it got hit by a stone on the motorway a long time ago. So I just took it off and thought, do you know what, I'm going to leave it debadged. First day I owned the car, I was cleaning the back end and thinking about polishing it, and I thought, oh, a bit of clean around the RCZ badge, and the Z fell off. They were so dinky, they're just hilarious. Right, I was cleaning windscreen. Yeah, this needs a good old clean, this car does, really big time. Proper bit of detailing. Take it back to, oh, the plane. So, considering I haven't washed this since sort of middle of lockdown, I kind of got bored one day. Just shows you the coating it has got on the paint, what's left of it. Did a pretty good job at keeping it pretty clean. So, that's pretty good. Soak for a bit. You can see there, look, that's disgusting. Wait. Dent the car. It needs some serious work, this paint. It's either that, like I say, or a wrap. The old Rain-X coating doing well. It's only a basic clean, this, by the way, guys. I'm not actually going to be polishing it or anything like that. Just wanted it a little bit cleaner than it has been, because it was bloody disgusting. It's not going to be anywhere near immaculate, that's for sure. Just a basic clean. And I can see loads of people going, why are you not doing it properly? Anyway, that's close enough. 2 minutes. Still marks on it. It needs more than this, but oh, it's not got any contaminants on it so much anymore. There we go, guys. One set of wet shoes and trousers. I say, there's a few marks in it that I still need to get off, but at least it's clean. As in, not much road grime left on it. But you can see here, the coating's now almost gone. So this car has no polish on it. It's literally just had a ceramic coating on it at one point. And then I topped it up with the Ultra Gloss protection from Auto Glim, which worked really well. But like I say, it's completely pretty much worn off now, but I need to get it on there for winter. So this is the first stage of a decent clean, so at least it's got rid of all the dust and grime off it for the moment, and then we'll do it again properly and give it a nice coating, because that's, yeah, literally hardly touched it, but don't think there was much soap in that. It was really crap on the old soap. So what do you do? Anyway, let's go and have a drive now and enjoy the car rather than worrying about how clean it is. Right guys, car is clean. As you can see, it's not anywhere near really clean. The coating is now pretty much worn off it as well, so I need to get this done before winter really starts to come in. So I need to get it detailed and recoated, and and then protect it obviously for the winter months. But literally it hasn't been washed at all for, I'd say 3 months minimum. Yeah, I'd say mid-June, June-ish. While during lockdown I was at home and I just thought, you know, I need to wash the car, do something. So yeah, anyway, let's go for a cruise. Let's then dry the car off with a bit of speed. And go from there really. But yeah, the car needs a good old thing, but it's literally, there was a load of basically road grime on it. It was just looking a bit near, but I can see now literally there's no coating hardly left on it. It was ceramic coated a couple of years ago, and then topped it up with the Auto Glim extra gloss protection. But yeah, so yeah, probably not the most exciting video that I've ever done, but like I say, it's just a lifestyle. End of the day, I'm not going to own this car forever, so you know, having a few videos of it, even if it's just washing it, is a nice memory at the end of the day. And I think, you know, a lot of us out there appreciate cars and design, more the design, and if anything, you know, there's plenty of cars out there that are you know, a design piece rather than just a car, you know. Gotta look at things like the LaFerrari and things like that. You know, some of the hypercars, they're just stunning to look at, and the shapes that they've produced on them are incredible. Obviously this car's got nothing in that kind of league of kind of car, but it's great to drive, it's good fun. And you know, the initial design of that back windscreen, the curvature of the back windscreen, the roof, its arches, and it's actually flared wheel arches and things like that are, you know, obviously a nice design piece. And the fact it was designed in 2007, you know, it's 2020 now, so 13 years, and it still gets head turnings, you know, people walking past it wondering what it is and stuff like that. So, you know, that's one reason I love the car. And it's, you know, the fact is, well, it's coming up to 10 years old now, and don't get me wrong, it's had plenty of work done to it, as in warranty work, but then it's a low production vehicle, so you kind of expect that. But yeah, other than that, I love it. I think it's also got a lot of character. The fact it's bright white as well, it's never going to look old as well. So, you know, at the moment though, I need a new ABS sensor, and I'm waiting for it to be coming in, but like anything, it's a different fit to all the other normal cars out there, so they've got to get one in, obviously put me in, and the COVID thing makes things a lot more slower paced. So at the moment we've got no ABS, no traction control, no cruise control, no ESP, so back to old school driving, manual gearbox. It's actually been really, really good fun. You just have to be a little bit mindful of the brakes, because the brakes are so powerful that it locks up, even with these sticky Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyres. If they're a little bit cold, they can lock up quite quick, but it still stops really quite rapidly. And I've always braked actually, because the brakes are so grippy, bitey. I've always basically been braking normally with my foot half off the pedal at an angle, just because it just really wants to, you know, slow you down so quickly all the time. So it's a nice way of doing it. So actually utilising that technique, it's actually made it a bit easier to get used to the brakes with no ABS. But you suddenly realise how the systems are amazing. You know, you can do 120 miles an hour or whatever, and just stamp on it as hard as you like, and it just stops with no ABS intervention at all, really. Well, not that you can feel. So, you know, and then obviously it's all turned off, and it just locks up. And you're like, okay. So it shows you how important you know, ABS is in the real world of today with cars, and the lack of knowledge of drivers today, because not many drivers have any driving skill whatsoever. You know, automatic gearboxes now everywhere, they even park themselves. So, you know, I know driving's becoming more boring, but know, pretty much raw driving, which, you know, I quite enjoy. So, but hey, let's open her up a little bit and dry this car off. What makes you happy at the end of the day? It's, you know, sometimes you've had a busy day at work or whatever like that, and you know, or you know, whatever, you just need to get out and about, and you just think, jump in the car and just go for a bit of a drive. You don't have to go stupidly fast. It's just getting out and about, enjoying the countryside. If you're lucky to live near the countryside, I mean, if you live in a city, the driving's going to be pretty boring. But round where I am, we've got some beautiful roads that are actually, you know, lovely and twisty and bendy. You know, and it's just a joy to drive, you know. And it's when they actually, one of the people who reviewed this car, I mean, what, many years ago now, one thing I remember, and it's so true, he says, you'll drive this thing and you'll find yourself naturally just taking the long way home. So you might just stuck on another bloody scaffolding car. You'll find yourself driving another 10 miles, 15 miles just for fun. And it's kind of true. I mean, I've already just taken a left-hand turn, but I need to turn right. So I'm actually doing a bit of a loop around, just because railway line. You know, just because. You know, we have to do what we enjoy in life. You know, we're only here once, so I think you know, doing stuff like that is worthwhile. You know, some people enjoy drifting, some people enjoy rally driving, some people enjoy F1. You know, I enjoy most motorsports. F1, I'm not really that clued up with it. But rally driving, drifting, that's kind of crazy and very talented kind of way of driving. But I think rally driving for me is one of the most amazing ones, because at the end of the day they're going from gravel, mud, snow, ice, God knows what else, and you know, and they're adapting instantly. Catch up the car traffic. Well, it's bits like that, just a really nice banked corner. It just kind of gives you that kind of, I don't know, you just connect with the car and you feel organic with it, and it's just, you know, it's just right. And even now I'm just sat in third gear at what, 2,500 RPM at 30 miles an hour, just pootling behind this car. But you've got the feel from the steering wheel on this. You've got hydraulic steering. I know it's power steering, and obviously if you don't have power steering it's even better, if you've got a car that's light enough that you know. But the electric steering today, unless you've got a Porsche, which is, they've done it very well, most of the electric steering systems are just numb. You know, you don't actually know where your wheels are. This thing is really nicely weighted, and you just feel like, you know, and even with like no ESP or ABS or traction control at the moment, this thing's quite a wide car, so you've got loads of lateral grip, so even when you lob it through a bend a bit, you know, you just feel in control, and you feel like you've still got, you know, plenty of grip. And what's your favourite YouTube channel for vehicles, you know, car stuff? I love daily driven exotics like DDE. They're such good guys. You know, so it's really, really fun to watch. And obviously cars that are way out my league, and probably always will be, but the fact they've built their YouTube channel up from nothing to that is amazing, and it's so watchable, and they're really quite funny. The way they put the videos together, I know they have an editor and everything, but the way they put the stuff together is brilliant. So that's really, really enjoyable, and some of the stuff they do is absolutely brilliant. But they're driving the cars, they've bought the cars to use, to abuse. They use the rev range, they do burnouts, they do power slides, they, you know, they actually drive them through these amazing places in Canada and USA as well. You know, and they love the cars, and that's the whole point. You know, enjoy what you own. You know, there's too many supercars, people. There's supercars and everything. Let's get past this twat. Too many people with supercars that don't use them. They just have them sat, you know, just sat there doing nothing. 1.6 turbo with a 4-cylinder engine, it makes some cool noises. I mean, if you have a decent stereo system with decent speakers and everything, and you listen to the tunnel run, it howls the turbo on this. It's got a brand new turbo on it, but it's a different. I think it's different from what it was because it never made that noise before. It just sounds nuts. It's got a good growl to it, and it's quick enough for the English roads, really. You know, without being too stupid. You know, so being out and about in the car, enjoying life, just enjoying the car. The whole point is I bought this for fun, you know, and road trips, even though obviously we haven't done many road trips this year. But, you know, it's all about enjoying life. Anyway, that's enough of waffling about cars, guys. There are going to be plenty more videos coming soon. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, little notification bell as well, and also check out my photography channel as well, and please subscribe to that. And there'll be plenty more videos. Hopefully we can get, at some point next year, I might even put this on Brands Hatch, maybe do a track day. A little bit worried about that, but we shall see. Could be fun, see what it really handles like. It's on the road, it's awesome. Gets unsettled a little bit when there's really bumpy roads, but that's just because it's firm and low, and you know, rigid chassis and everything. So but yeah, so alright guys, I shall see you soon.